Good afternoon, everybody. Doing a quick review on the Lift HAX 110. Specs on it are 710 square centimeters with an aspect ratio of 13.1. So yeah, this thing is a small foil, very fast. So I've only gone out on it 3 times. One time it was in all with the wing. The one time I got into some nice overhead size swell out on the lake, and it was awesome. I could just go down the steepest section of any big swell down there and I'd just fly down there, no problem. This is the most twitchiest wing I have ridden, so I'm gonna have to spend some more time to dial it in, but that's okay. That'll make me a better rider in the end, and it'll be a lot of fun. I rode it once in flat water as well, and the one thing that really stuck out to me was while I was turning, you can breach the wingtip and you don't even notice it comes out of the water. So that's a lot of fun, just playing around with that, almost like looking over down at it, looking at the wingtip ventilate, and you can't even notice it really at all. So that's really cool. But yeah, with the long fuse to straighten out that instability of it, because it is so small, will help. And I got to spend a little bit more time getting it dialed in, but this is fast. So on those big days winging, it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't be shy to get onto a smaller foil, because the control on those big days when the waves are big is definitely a game changer. This wing compared to the Lift HA 120 is definitely faster, and on the lake definitely have been out on days where the 120 was totally maxed out and I was just going down the waves and just trying to keep up with them, sometimes peeling out because I couldn't have the speed to stick with them, where that will not be an issue with this 110. Also, just want to talk about smaller wings. When you're first learning to foil, you're on the bigger wings, it makes it easier, lower stall speed. And I was always hesitant to go to a smaller wing, and I feel like that slowed my progression down a little bit. I'd go out on these bigger days and have a bigger foil, and I'd try to just keep up with the swell, and there's no way I could do it on those bigger foils. And also, when you're just trying to hold on for dear life and not trying to blow up, you can't really turn or do any maneuvers. It's just trying to keep on your board basically and not getting totally blown up. But the wave's big enough, you're gonna wipe out for sure. And I always thought, you know, these smaller wings, maybe it's for the ocean or people who are like pros, but no, if you have a big wave overhead high, you need a small wing to keep up with that speed. And on the lakes, I mean, I've seen the South Huron buoy measure over 20 feet high. I mean, that's few and far between, but pretty regularly it can go, you know, up over 10 feet, no problem, into the teens. And if you want to wing way out there and get onto one of those big swells, which is so much fun, you can ride like one wave for over 1 kilometer, like 2 kilometers, and you're just flying down the face, getting steep, staying right with it. It's a lot of fun, and you gotta have the smaller wings. So go ahead, try these smaller wings. This 110 HAX I'm looking forward to getting it dialed in and spending more time on it and doing some fun big turns on those big waves. And one last thing I wanted to mention is, while you're winging with a small wing, a small foil, think of getting your speed up first on the board. You need a little bit more water flowing over these foils to get that lift. So think speed first and then get up on the foil. You can even bear off, come away from the wind a little bit to get that speed up, get up on the foil, and then make your way upwind. And that just makes the pop up a little bit easier. I'll probably use this wing mostly for winging. It's gonna have to be a really nuclear day to go do a downwind on it, but kiting and winging, I think this is gonna be awesome. So I'm looking forward to spending more time on it. All right, thanks. Go out, have some fun.